like it when they do this, like, you know, a little intro like that.
Before Shang-Chi brings hard-hitting kung fu action to the MCU, revisit Marvel's first attempt at a martial arts show. But that's only because it was poorly shot, horribly written, terribly acted, and an embarrassment to everyone involved.
Yes.
Iron Fist. Meet Danny Rand. Yep, that's him. The white guy doing Tai Chi in his girlfriend's apartment. He's a copy of Bruce Wayne.
Come on.
A copy of a copy.
I'm a billionaire.
Complete with a tragic backstory where his mom gets absolutely yeeted out an airplane. His own corporation, and combat training that makes him almost as deadly as a gun that only works at point-blank range.
This lights up. It's really exciting.
All wrapped up with a worldview of a trust fund kid who spent a semester in Tibet.
It's a Buddhist tradition. It's meant to remind you of our bond.
Oh man, I hate this guy. When Danny returns to New York after a 15-year absence, he'll be shocked by things like cars, cafes, and intersections like a complete moron. And while he learns about brand new inventions like a computer monitor,
Whoa, director, this is new.
we'll learn about how he let the monks who raised him to die,
It's gone. It's all my fault.
ruin the lives of his closest friends,
How can he come into my life, level it to the ground, and then walk away believing he's a hero?
bankrupts his family's
I'm
corporation,
sure some of this
We need to
is
sell the
season
drug
2, which I have not
cost.
watched.
shatters his girlfriend's sense of self and gets her to close her business,
Is this a karate school?
It was.
and tries to stop a gang war that he helped create.
The hand are gone.
But when they left a power vacuum.
But you better believe that this one-punch man will try
Punch Man.
his best.
And it's worse now than it was before.
Trying your best, okay?
Oh, it's a good thing you're pretty. Get ready for one of the most glacially paced shows, even by Marvel Netflix standards.
Man.
Squeezing 23 hours out of the premise, guy tries to punch crime, but can't. But keeps pumping the brakes on the story to pad out the runtime with excruciating
Yes.
amounts of legwork.
Thank you.
We need to know more before we can decide how we should proceed. So we just wait? Yeah.
Being vague for no reason other than to keep the story from progressing.
Where have you been the last 15 years? I've been away. Away, yes, I know, but where?
Meetings.
This will hit market in Asia, Africa, South and Central
There
America.
was a lot of this.
Inside, you'll find all the reports from federal, state, and local agencies.
The rest of our partners will be using the company's shipping network.
An annual payout over 10 years at 45%.
20%.
Our stock, which is already falling, will plummet.
And repetition.
The last 15 years learned to control my emotions.
The final step is controlling your emotions.
If I linger in that, I'm giving myself over to those emotions.
Show me you can control your emotions. I'll know you can control your emotions when you face them.
How am I supposed to control my emotions when you're getting in my face like this?
You said you had this under control.
Stare in awe as actor Finn Jones clearly blew off his fight training, forcing the team to use every trick in the book to hide how he has the on-camera fighting ability of Steven Seagal. Nah, I mean present-day Steven Seagal.
Oh, jeez. There we go. Yep.
Setting half of the fights in the dark.
It was so bad.
Keeping his face obscured.
That's season 2. This was
Shooting
season
him
2
from
for
weird
sure.
angles. Giving him the skip fight cheat code. Or just giving up and give the biggest fights to his co-stars.
There we go.
Because when they can't avoid showing the lead actor fight on camera, it's best not to look. It's sad. Is he showing off those nunchucks or learning to use them? I can't even tell. Fighting by Danny's side is Colleen Wing, a martial arts instructor he randomly meets in the park, who just so happened to be trained by the same secret society he's pledged to destroy.
This is
Hey,
true.
only in New York, right? She's the one lead in the series who bothers to make the fighting look good, and she's brave enough to see if Danny is better in the sheets than he is in the streets. Nice. But this show is more than
Noise.
just a reunion of Game of Thrones' most disposable supporting characters.
Sure.
It also asks, what if Succession was terrible? Enter the Meachums. There's Ward and Joy, Danny's childhood friends, turned adversaries, turned friends again, turned subplots that go absolutely nowhere. And Harold, a man making evil plans from his sweet bachelor pad
Right.
with a live-in assistant, Kyle. They'll team up with Davos, Danny's friend from Karate Camp, who doesn't mix well with his home friends. Mary Walker, an assassin who can only be defeated by 3 of the most common things
That's season
in
2,
any
right?
East Coast city.
Sound of running water, bright strobing lights, prolonged exposure to cold.
And The Hand, a ruthless global ninja mystic mafia that they somehow made boring.
1948, a group of Chinese soldiers got lost in the mountains during a mission being recorded for propaganda purposes. They were headed into a remote area, but
Spend the first season watching Danny whine his way back into being a billionaire. And the second season watching... None of you watch the second season.
Thank
So
you.
revisit the show that plays as a rambling companion piece to the other MCU.
I did not.
From a creator who left after 1 season to make the only Marvel thing of the 2000s that's even worse. But at the end of the day, it's just another bloated, boring Netflix show with zero connection to any of the characters people already cared about. Well, at least everybody gets to have some sex. Marvel won't do that anymore. You can even pretend they're talking about fisting each other all the time.
There are not many people in this world who can handle that thing this fist does. How many times a night you light that fist up? Stop talking with your fists.
it's more of a sharing of ideas.
So light up your damn fist and destroy me!
Find a way to get the fist out of Davos.
Starring the Curls with a dragon tattoo.
Oh, he was
Can she
horrible.
and Finn Jones switch paychecks? Crappy
she gets
Joy
powers?
Joy. All's Faramir in Love and War. I don't like Rand. He's coarse and rough and irritating. Rosario Brawlson. Do not pass Gao. Do not collect your heroin money. Namaste woke. Kung Fu Millhouse. The obligatory hallway fights.
It had to happen.
Karens.
I'm calling the police.
We have to call the police.
I need to go to the police.
We have to call the police.
Call the police. Oh, let's call the police.
You want me to call the cops?
Going to call the police.
I said I was gonna call the police.
So many lines of dialogue. They just, I mean, wow, you really didn't make it easy on these actors, did you?
I mean, this city's intoxicating, every corner of it.
Hopes and dreams are seeded into the sidewalk here. Sometimes they blossom.
And take off your shoes. Stunt double in Little China. You know, I think this season 2 episode is the only time in MCU history that a hero has tried to stop a villain's evil plan with a dinner party. The Avengers should have tried this with Thanos.
So yeah, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because this show is god awful. I only watched season 1. It was like 23 episodes. Me and my wife watched it, and it's one of those things where we were in it like after so many episodes where we felt like we just had to finish it just to see if by some miracle it was going to get good eventually, and it did not. It was awful. It was really bad, right?
It got worse.
It got worse as it went. To the point where we watched the last episode and we were like, we wasted however many episodes, 22, 23 hours, 23 hours of our lives watching this show. And it did nothing for the Defenders, really. Nothing for any other show. I mean, it connected with Daredevil a little bit, which that was cool to see some of those connections, but it was awful.
We're also, what was the other one with Luke Cage?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
okay.
the connection with Jessica Jones too. So I guess they all kind of intertwined.
Well, I guess the character from Luke Cage, she shows up. The one that was, I think she was a cop. I can't remember what her name was, but she shows up in season 2 apparently. But we're never gonna watch that. We're never watching that.
The Latino lady?
No, the black lady. Yeah, but who knows? That's one we're not gonna mess with. I still haven't watched season 2 of Luke Cage, or season 2 or 3 of Jessica Jones. There's a couple like I still haven't watched. I kind of was just done with it. I still don't think I've seen season 2 of Punisher, and that one apparently is really good. But I've watched all Daredevil. Those are great. It's just, I don't know. All the shows felt the same after a while, and that was a little bit annoying. They're just kind of dragging on. They should have only been like 12 episodes. That would have been fine. It's just too many episodes, a lot of filler. So yeah, this show is horrible. It's terrible. I hope they redo it. I did read an article that Netflix or Disney Plus or whoever they're thinking about doing a reboot of Iron Fist, but bringing Danny Rand back in, the guy Finn Jones who played him, to kill him off, which I think would be hilarious. I doubt it'll happen, but that would be pretty funny. It should be like a funny death. Like something that's just kind of, you know, makes you laugh a little bit.
Because the show was a joke.
Because the show was a joke, yeah. It's like it was all just a joke. I don't know. But funny stuff here with the Honest trailer. I think they did a good job. It's a lot that they had to cover, but it's just a horrible show. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as always, on Iron Fist. If you watch season 2, let me know how that went, if you want. Because I'm not going to watch it, so you can spoil it for me. I really don't care. But I'm interested in what you guys think. Shout out to my hyper crew, Brian Tidwell, Steve O, Slepnear, K6013-Milner, Daniel Lopez, and Jonathan Cedarland. Thank you guys so much for choosing that top tier crew. I really appreciate it. You get a verbal shout out by being in every video. To all my members and my subscribers, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, whether it's monetarily or hitting that subscribe button. It's helping the channel grow and it's helping more people see these videos. So thank you guys so much. While you're still here, hit that like button, smash it. Let me know exactly what you guys want to see more of. Also check out some of our most popular videos on the channel right over here. And you can see our most recent reaction right up there as well. If you've seen all of that, I'll see you guys in the comments. We'll talk about this.